What's up, guys? Today we have a special type of audit. Instead of looking at another company that is nowhere to be found and seeing what could be done to make them better, we're gonna actually look at what is this company doing to be at the top in such a competitive market that is Houston, Texas. Right now we'll be looking at Houston Roofing and Construction. These guys have been ranking here in #1 for I think at least 3 years straight. Let's get into it. First and foremost, you notice that these guys have quite a bit of reviews, but they're not the most reviewed company. In fact, the other two companies that are in the top 3 both have more reviews than them, indicating the strength in their SEO, right? A lot of times this is, pretty common in big areas, right? There's a lot of guys who have a lot more reviews than them, but you can see usually it's an indication that they have less reviews, but they're still #1 in a highly populated area. The second thing we need to notice is that they are #1 in organic. This is huge. There's literally thousands and thousands of people that are searching roofing Houston on a monthly basis. And they are not just at the top in the maps, but also organically. And you have to notice that organically, this is where you're competing with a lot of the other bigger boys, BBB, Home Advisor, Angie. All of these guys are players in the organic listings. So this is especially impressive because they're able to pull this off and hold it there. Not because it gets so many leads per se, because a lot of people don't go down in the organic sections to call, but more importantly, when you have a #1 position in the organic listings, we've almost always seen it correlate very strongly to show up in the maps more across the board, not just for 1 or 2 terms, but for you to rank for several of the major ways people are searching for roofing. You'll be not just fluctuating, but you'll be stable in the maps. Compared to same rankings, but you don't have this, you're not to be found in the first 10 positions. A lot of times you'll be in and out of the maps, and even if you might be ranking for one keyword here and there, you're not ranking for a lot of the other keywords. Let's take a look at their traffic. So I'm going to use both Ahrefs and SEMrush just to get a reading on both. So SEMrush is showing they're getting 4,670 people per month with a valuation of $50,000, which is crazy. That means, just so you guys understand, this is valuation. So what they're currently getting just from their organic, if you had to spend money on advertising, you'd have to spend $50,000 per month just to match what they get organically. So it's very powerful. Ahrefs is showing that they're getting 5K, right? 5,000 people per month coming, and this is roughly close, 4,600 versus 5,000 people. Let's take a look at where they are mentioned in terms of their backlinks. This is what power, especially in a competitive market, most of your power to show up such highly is going to come from backlinks. So these guys, you can see they have 1,100 places that are mentioning their name. So I like to usually break that down into 1 link per domain. So that cleans up a lot of them. It goes from like 1,000 to 10 times lower, because now it's not showing the same website that might link to them multiple times. This is the new view. And then within this, if I was to go after them or basically gun on them and catch up to what they got, I'll be basically looking at any of the places that they got published in. You can see that they got published in Tradai Digital, Thomas Digital. I mean, they probably worked with a lot of digital marketing companies to get to where they're at, that's for sure, as seen in the backlink profile. But anything that's remotely related to construction or roofing, I would be reaching out to those places to get it published for my own business, so I can start gunning, because Google is already showing you this is what they like. Google's already basically showing their cards, like this is a company that's ranked at the top and these are the links that they have. If you get similar kind of links that they have, then you can have similar results. Well, instead of getting similar, why didn't you just get the exact same ones? Call those places up. Hey, I see that you guys are mentioning Houston Roofing and Construction on your page or platform or website. What is the process to get me published? Because we're also a great roofing contractor in Houston. Usually it's some kind of fee, and you just go down the list and know that we are going by data and using our money efficiently to get published in the right places. The level 2 version of that would be to do this for the top 10 companies in Houston. That's how you get a really good link profile. Let's look at the website and really break this page down page by page. Now, usually when it comes to such powerful rankings, honestly, not a lot of it is happening on the website itself. Website is more about conversion. Once homeowners come on there, how many of them are going to pick up the phone and call and make them feel like you're a professional company, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the power is going to come from the backlinks. Having that said, it's still important, obviously, to have the website optimized. So for example, what is their title? They got Houston, so the city, and roofing. Well, I mean, just by the name of their company, they got those absolutely crushed. Probably one of the biggest reasons why they have been holding such a dominant position for so much time is because they literally called themselves Houston Roofing. And then also their H1 has your Houston Roofing contractor, right? So this is a double play, right? So they get the word Houston Roofing, Roofing Houston, and then also they get Roofing Contractor Houston, Houston Roofing Contractor. Look at the keyword planner, it has all of those terms back to back to back. So they get to like play with those, and minimally for just 3 words, they get the keyword value of like multiple combinations. All right, then you can see at the very top they have financing. Let's look at how this is designed. Is this going to directly to the financer, or okay, they got a form that's filled, I mean basically designed just for that. And then credit limits up to 65,000, fast approval. See, like they took the time to really make it conversion worthy. It's not just like they have, you know, some good SEO and then that's it. They actually took the time to see what's gonna convert, what's gonna get people to actually convert. So it's almost like you could run ads to this directly to this website. You don't even need a landing page because they already designed it to be in a way where they put the benefits that they are, you know, providing, as opposed to just like, you know, saying like, you know, you're, you know, Houston's #1 roofer or something like that. They're making it both SEO and conversion worthy, something that's difficult for many SEO companies to do. Going down a little bit, the instant quote, let's see what they're using for this. Okay, they were using Roofle. So again, see, everything I'm looking at, they got an answer for it. It's not, nothing's like willy-nilly so far, right? Instant quote, Roofle. Roofle is a really good tool, right? I'm not saying you have to use it, but many times people look at their forms and I feel like there's like some clunkiness. It doesn't load properly, it doesn't show up properly, it doesn't show up on mobile properly. They're using something that they take seriously. They basically made it where anywhere the person clicks or goes to, it's gonna be designed to get them, get their information, get them to make a phone call or set an appointment. The H1, your Houston Roofing Contractor, for premium results and total peace of mind. I love it because again, it's getting the keywords in at the top, and then they played it into a benefit right there, where most companies will just stop at right here. Your Houston Roofing Contractor. Would that be enough for the SEO side of things to rank? Yes. But would this be better to get people to feel like they are, you know, being dealt with a trusted professional or whatnot, you know, more of a branding side of things, more of a conversion side of things? They play into both of them. And then a few bullet points of what makes them good. Family photo, very clear to see what makes them stand out. Warranty, honest assessment, excellent financing, very good qualifications, pro project management. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, these are, you could say, a lot of the things that people are worried about, right? Oh, they're not gonna, you know, there's gonna be problems, there're gonna be nails left, whatever like that. Okay, they have good managers. Okay, how long will the company, you know, will be around and stuff like that? They got the best warranty. Elite qualifications. You know, I would have put like actually some of them up here if possible. Honest assessment, I like this one because a lot of times people are worried to even make the phone call because they think they're gonna have to call the cops to get the salesman out of the house. And they're basically kind of saying to that, you know, that's not us to a degree. So it's hard to make this really, really stand out. I would give it an 8 out of 10 in terms of like conversion. Now I'm being picky because the rest of their stuff has been so good. I'm comparing, you know, that to that level. But rest of the page breaks down pretty well, has testimonials, something blurbs about the, you know, main kind of concerns people could have. So it gives a lot of reason. You know, they're using a My Map, so this is a Google product again. So again, constantly they're like weeding in other stuff, right? They get multiple things done. A lot of times people will do this kind of map and they'll just get the nicest looking map, but it has nothing to do with Google. This one, they're getting SEO points because they're using My Maps, a Google's product, to show this demonstration. Is it as sexy as some of those other nice graphics you can get from like custom made stuff? Probably not, but overall, will it have better outcome? Probably, because Google loves their own products, and whenever you use this, you know, you're able to stack these kind of things and get more power into your GMB, into your website from Google's side, and get better rankings when you use this kind of stuff. And they're using both, and they designed it relatively nicely so they can see, you know, other companies that they have worked with. I mean, other homes they have done roofs for, etc. I like this because this is more like a recent thing, case studies. Google has made it where they're kind of sick of AI content, and they're liking companies that do it by data. So if you want to create content, if 2 companies have content that are similar topics, company A is just like, hey, here's the best ways to choose a roofer, and company B is, here's how to choose a roofer in Houston, because Houston has this, because there's Houston's traffic is this much. It's very detailed and using analytics directly that's actually only applicable to be residents in Houston. That content is going to win in today's content algorithm, the way Google is looking at it. And it's interesting, and I wonder if they've named it case studies because of that. You see, this is like kind of research driven. Preserve your property after a storm with a roof inspection, right? So all in all, really well done, really conversion. The website had conversion in mind when they were designing it, and it just gets a very good score from my book when it comes to the layout and everything on this front. If I go into site colon, you can see how many pages that they have. And again, what I would do as a company that's going to show up hired is really recreate all these pages that are already considered as top, right? We're telling, hey, Google, show me all the pages for this website. Google's showing the top powerful web pages. That's why they show the homepage first, and then next is their blog page. But just the page with all the blogs on it. Usually that means this where a lot of the power is held. We would design something similar like this where all your blogs would go. And just designing this site architecture just simply by what is already rewarded in the market is gonna do us a lot of good stuff, because then you don't have to do a lot of guesswork. You can just design it based on what's already working, but we just do a better job. We have more analytics. The content that they already covered, same kind of content, but better done, better titles, better conversion. If you keep that philosophy, is whatever that work for them, take those lessons and then do it better, it will historically always outperform, given you do it across all the mediums that is important within the SEO sphere. So here we covered their design, we covered their naming convention and their reviews and how many that they have. We covered all the places that they're getting linked, probably the part that most people will ignore and not want to do this hard work, but this is where the power comes from, right? Anybody can make a nice looking website. I can duplicate this website in like 2 days, right? But you're not going to be beating them right away, because they also have that backlink profile. They have all these other places that's in the roofing and construction industry, or at least in the construction industry, that Google knows and trusts, that have mentioned them in a positive way over so much time. This is huge. That's where the power comes in, especially in competitive market. This is where the competitive edge will be. Everybody can get everything else very quickly. I can go out and get a bunch of directories, Yelps and BBBs, throw them out, and then make a nice looking website. But it's not gonna rank even probably in the top 10 in a market like Houston. But if you do the same thing, but also get your name published in all the places that matter, just like these guys did, that's when you start to become lethal. So take these tips. Overall, it comes down to just a few actions done very well. And if done in this way, it's gonna make a big difference. Last but not least, we're gonna give them a quick ring to see how their phone answering system works as part of the audit. How many rings does it take for them to answer? Hey, I got this thing going on. I think there's some, wind and stuff that happened not too long ago, and I didn't get anybody to come take a look. I thought I'd get somebody out.
Okay, would you like to schedule an inspection?
Yeah, is it free?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. So how does it work exactly?
So we will schedule you for an inspection, and then one of our project managers would come out there, inspect the roof, and then once that's done, we would send you an estimate for whatever damages are needed to be repaired or roof replacement.
Oh, I got it. Makes sense. It's like how long does it take for somebody to come out?
What's your zip code? I can give you a more specific time frame.
Let me see. Uh, 77015.
Okay, 1 second. And would it be for repairs or roof replacement?
I don't know. How would I tell?
Are you what you are needing? Do you have any leaks, or I guess it kind of just depends on what you're looking for.
Okay, okay. So I'm not sure on that. Let me do this because I don't know how it works. I was just told by my mom to, call a company and find out. Let me get her to give you guys a call so she can, set you guys up in time to come over, okay?
Okay, sounds good. What's the address, or did you want to book an appointment and then have her give us a call just to, I guess, clarify?
I think my mom will do that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank you. All right, not bad. I mean, for it's like this is how a lot of the receptions sound for big companies who I've seen. Like they're kind of just like, would you like a roof repair or roof replacement? It's kind of like very direct. Whereas like smaller companies, if they heard that, they'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. That's hurting my ears. Like because they want to be a lot more conversational, get the person to feel warm, and ask a few questions, verify. They don't ask like just get into the stuff like that. So that part is a little bit a bit more harsher. Like because generally you just want to kind of see like what's going on if you have a leak or repair, but you don't ask directly like if it's a repair or replacement because most homeowners are going to probably say repair whatnot. Anyways, but other than that, the last part why I said that is I'm going to get my mom to call. I want to see if she even attempts, she even tries to set the appointment, and she did. So that was good because many companies don't. If I said like for big companies that have a lot of call volume and stuff, which they're one of them, they wouldn't even attempt. They'll be like, okay, cool, all right, no, whatever. The reception doesn't care. But she at least attempted, which was good. And also they answered the phone on time, which is surprisingly, a lot of companies just don't do. So overall, good stuff. I mean, I'm looking forward to the day where we can have a company that ranks beside that. I'm not sure if we can knock these guys down under the maps, but having a company that I'm involved with that can rank in the 3-pack in Houston, so I would be willing to look forward to that.